So if you ever have a steel brake line that is rusty and starts to leak like mine did yesterday, don't be afraid. They're really not all that bad. Why do I have the feeling that now I said that, this is going to be the worst steel brake line ever? This one is down here. It's kind of hard to get the camera down there, but I'm sure you can see which one it is. It's the rusty one there, right there. So that little thing just threads out, and then the brake line's free. Alright, so there's a bunch of these to take off, and then loosen this nut here, and then your brake line's free. So anyway, take the brake line out and bring it to the auto parts store so that you can match up the ends and the length, and then you just bend it and put it back in. Hey, how's it going? I'm going to show you how to make your own brake line. So I went to AutoZone, tried to buy the brake line. They don't have it with the right ends. So instead I bought a tool, a double flaring tool. That's the case it comes in. And I bought a 25-foot spool of 3/16 brake line. I took the brake line, the old one, and I bent a new one that looks roughly the same. It has a magnet stuck to it. So I'm in a really bad mood right now, but I wanted to make this video anyway, so sorry if my tone is like, do this, do this. I just wanted to show this before I got it done because I think it's worthwhile, but I don't want to be in a better mood, so deal with it. Anyway, this is life, you know. I'm a real person out here. I'm not some paid actor, so I'm in a bad mood and that's the way it goes. So anyway, so this is the flaring tool here. The first step is to take, well, first of all, to make the line, then cut it off at the right length using this. This is a pipe cutter. You tighten it down so it's like somewhat tight, spin it around once, turn the handle 1/8 of a turn, spin it around, turn it 1/8 of a turn, spin it around. Just keep doing that until the thing falls off. Insert the tubing into the cutter, and I need to find a better angle so you can see this. Now that I have a better angle, what you do is you take your tubing. There's a little piece here. With each different size tubing, there's a different adapter. And you put the adapter in the end. And then you push the pipe flush against the tool. And what you're left with is the pipe sticking up the thickness of this tool. So what I'm going to do first is get this close. And then you can check it like this. Oh man, look at that. Perfect. So you want it sticking out the thickness of this tool. And then you crank it down. And the first time I did this, I didn't crank it enough, and the pipe slid in the tool. So make sure you tighten it well enough. What well enough is, I don't know. I'm going to put this in so it doesn't collapse the pipe. There, that's nice and tight. Then you take your anvil, that's what this looks like. Make sure this is backed out enough. Slip it on this way, then turn it. Bring it up to your, oh, you can't really see that, but bring it up to your spot. Crank it down. See if I can show you. And then just tighten this thing down. There. Close enough. There. When you're done with that, take the anvil off. I'll just set it down there for now. Then you'll pull this piece off, or out, rather. And what it's done is pushed most of the pipe in that little recess. Then you take your anvil maybe you can't see that well enough. So it pushes the pipe in that little recess and gets it ready. Then you take your anvil up here, crank it on. So then you spin the anvil on and it flares the inside. And this one actually looks much better than the other side, so I think I may redo the other side. See that? Sort of. Then take the anvil off. Loosen the thing. There. One flared end. You know the bummer part about that? Is that I got excited. Did the video. Never put my fitting on. Oh dear. So, I get to do that one again. So let me show you how to cut pipe. Well, I am not having a good day here. The way you cut pipe, open your cutter, flip it over the pipe, and I'm going to try and leave as much pipe as I can, so I'll go all the way up to the end. Probably line up your mark, tighten the cutter. When it's tight, it won't slide. And you spin it around, tighten it, spin it around, tighten it, spin it around, tighten it. And the idea here is not to crank it as hard as you can, but rather to spin it. And if you keep spinning it without turning it, you'll feel that it gets easier at a certain point, and then you need to tighten the wheel. So, and this works for pretty much any kind of pipe, rather. Copper pipe, you wouldn't want to do this on, well, maybe it does work for any kind of pipe if you have the right cutter, but this one's primarily for copper and steel lines. Who knows, maybe it cuts other stuff, but anyway, eventually it cuts it off clean. So now I get to do that all over again. Really? 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 I'm about ready to do this whole thing over again, still without putting the darn fitting on. Man. So, I don't know if this is just a me thing, but if you're doing this, don't forget your fitting. I guess I want to clean that up. Yeah! The flared fitting, and hopefully that works. Anyway, so yeah, flare tool, brake line, way better. That way I have tons of brake line here and I can just use it.